Hello, hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It's Iragis here. And I'm in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I'm sitting near my favorite lamp, which you can see as a profile of the account. I see that you quite liked the post, my recent post, where I mentioned some facts about human nature. So human nature is quite an animal thing, and it's quite not widely accepted to speak about it. So what world likes? What is accepted? If you speak about beauty of the planet, if you say how good it is to share, if you say how kind you are. I used to have a challenge of running every single day for 300 days, and there was a slogan there on my way: be kind, be kind, be kind. Why no one says be strong? Really? Why no one wants you to be strong? Everyone wants you to be kind. So it is cool, and it is understood by everyone to be very friendly, to be extra kind, to be extra soft. Well, but this doesn't change the nature of human being. It cannot change the fact of our inner construction. People have egos. We consist of two parts. It's duality in human being. It's a body, which is an animal, and it is a spirit, which is your life mission. It's who you are, what you want. So you can be kind as long as all your needs are fulfilled. But if the moment comes when any of your needs are not fulfilled, it's becoming more and more difficult to pretend that you are kind, soft, and friendly. In some countries, it is more popular and practiced in a society from childhood to be extra kind, to be extra friendly. But in some countries, people are allowed to express their animal nature, so to say. Of course, in the limits of the law, in the limits of not affecting others. But it doesn't matter how much you are allowed to be yourself. It doesn't change the fact that you are not a pink unicorn, which always can be living to the good of others and to do all that stuff which is widely promoted. Being almost like a dream hero from cartoon, which in real life doesn't exist. So why am I speaking about it? Because if you don't give yourself time to analyze all of this and to make conclusions, most likely people who did will take advantage of you. People who know how this world functions take advantage of those who don't. And when I see it, it made me think of comparison that those who are wolves pretend that they are sheep, and they motivate all people to be sheep. To be kind, brainless, happy, without reason. And happy without reasons, actually, without getting something which would really, in reality, in practice, make you happy. My teacher of law at the University of Economics in Poland was mentioning this fact many times, that if something is happening, it means that it doesn't happen for no reason. Someone is benefiting from it. Someone benefits from the fact that you don't know something. So, how to be more happy while analyzing what I have mentioned? Don't suppress yourself, and don't suppress your inner animal. Don't lie to yourself. So we all are living in a society. We have to respect each other. We have to be polite. We live in the limits of the law, and it's very good. But don't lie to yourself where you don't have to. Don't go too far in being nice and in thinking about others. Think about yourself sometimes. But thinking about yourself meaning not asking for advice of others, of what to want. It means getting more belief in yourself and more trust to yourself. Becoming in your life more important person than you are now. And it's not so easy to do, and it might even sound weird. But just what I always like to say, look around you and how many people are really happy. in your surrounding. Really happy, not pretending, but they are really happy. How many of them are? If not too many, then it means that their beliefs brought them to such results. So what they believe in brought them to unhappiness. There is always cause and effect rule in this reality. If there is effect, it means that something caused it. And I would say that it's rather a rule here in this planet, on this planet, to be unhappy than happy. Pretending doesn't count. Smiles, artificial face expressions, it doesn't count. What counts is your real state of happiness. Are you happy during the day, during the month, and how many minutes and how many hours during the day you are? Well said. Thank you so much for your feedback. And what's more important here, that if you do nothing, nothing will change. If you do nothing, nothing will change. And if you do nothing, most likely no one will remind you of this fact, unless you watch my channel. Some years ago, maybe tens of years ago already, I watched one piece of video from Osho, which I really loved. This man told that nobody is interested in your success, in your happiness, because it's not anyone's interest for you to be happy. It was so cruel for me to hear it, that family members, organizations, all of them see you as a resource. They want to use you for their needs and not to have you as an independent king or queen of your life who is happy. They don't give a damn about your happiness. They want you to bring profit to them. It was a very cruel truth. And it's one of many lies in this world, that all your friends and relatives wish you good. Of course they do wish you good. Well, very doubtful. How many friends do you have who are with you from day one? Not many, right? Not many. So that's why I call this life a jungle. Jungle is violent place where lots of hungry creatures present all around you. And they have their own plans of getting their food at your cost if they see you. So what will you get if you start seeing things more close to reality rather than living in lies? What will you get? You will automatically get less disappointments in life. Because if you expect something which is impossible, if you expect from people behavior which is impossible, which contradicts with their inner animal, then it makes you unhappy. The more disappointments, the more unhappiness, the more times of feeling bitter. And you know, in some teachings of East, it's clearly mentioned that sadness makes like what it does. It's not only hell; it also what's the word for it? It uses your body, so your body becomes weaker. So your potential for you, resources which are left for you, are less. So every time you are deeply disappointed with life, with people, it affects your body, which is not a joke. It's not funny anymore, right? Because it's a vehicle we all use to live, to be present in this game, in the jungle game. I'll call this video jungle game. So, if you look at life, at people around you, at the world, without lying to yourself, you will save yourself lots of disappointments, which means you will save yourself lots of situations when you were lost, when you felt bitter, and when you dropped off this life and you had to spend some time in, I don't know, very deep sadness or depression. Unresourceful state, which required lots of efforts to get back to normality. And no one will support you in this attitude. People like to lie to themselves. They like to lie to their friend and to themselves. It's learned behavior. This whole planet is made of lies. Everyone lies. But the most important thing which I want to say here is you have to be brave enough to stop lying to yourself. That's key number one to happiness. All people who are happy, who achieved anything, they never lie to themselves. Because if you lie to yourself, that's a very shaky foundation. If you lie to yourself, anyone will be able to puzzle you, to shock you, to take away your peace. And yeah, from my observations of all happy, even lucky people, successful people, from outside they are polite, they are kind and friendly, but inside there are not beasts, but inside there are focused on their own interests, predators. And it's not bad, because if you don't focus on your good, others will see you as the resource for their goals. Really, I really wanted to. I really made experiments in my life for several years, trying to live as in accordance with what is widely promoted. I tried to not think that we live in the jungle. I tried to disregard my my conclusions about this reality and live in accordance with what others told me to. And more, you know what? The result was, it was terrible. It was terrible. I was crying all the time. I forgot who I was. I stopped reading books, which I started reading from the day one I was born. Metaphorically said, after I learned how to read, I looked bad. I stopped caring of my look, of my health. I looked older than I am now. It was 5 years ago, the peak of those experiences. I was all broken in pieces. I needed help. Maybe you watched the movie Dogville. It shows very well what people do to you if you allow them to, if you set no limits. So why the truth is not widely distributed and almost hidden? Because it pays off. It pays off when people are easily rulable. It pays off when they believe in unicorns. By the way, unicorns exist in another reality. It pays off when they believe in something which doesn't work. Because if people don't believe in bullshit, they become strong. And they are not like little children easily doing what they are told to, easily being tricked. There is one saying in Latin that if you learn who you are, you will understand all other people. It's very deep, it's very truthful. And I experienced it in my life as well. So if you don't lie to yourself and you're not afraid to observe your own behavior, your own reactions, what you feel, how you respond to other people's success, to other people's look, to their behavior towards you. If you become very attentive and analyze it, you will see who you are. You will understand yourself better. And then automatically you will see that other people are also driven by the same mode, by the same survival structure, I would say. So we are similar with all people by this animal part of us, by having the body. But we are different in terms of our aspirations, in terms of our goals, and of how much we want to conquer in this world, how much we want to achieve. But animal part is the same. So if someone never started this journey, it will definitely take years, but it's the most beneficial and eye-opening trip which you can ever start. And if you really want to be happy and to be your best in this life and to feel respect to yourself, self-respect, to feel that you matter, you have to start this journey. The sooner the better. If you have any questions, please ask. I'm here for you. All my life is focused around this subject. There's nothing more interesting to me and never was. And nothing in this life ever managed to distract me from this focus of my attention. Never. So I have quite many conclusions, observations, my own experience, which I can gladly share with those who want to be happy, who are done with feeling like shit. Sorry, that's what society does to people by default. If you do nothing, you will feel like shit. It's inevitable. Really, it's inevitable. Because lying to yourself will bring nothing but feeling like shit. No matter how many hours during the day you spend with other people, or with the movie turned on, or some other noise turned on, there are still minutes in your life when you are one-on-one with yourself. And if you lie to yourself, you will feel nothing but shit. And no one will help you unless you start doing something to your thinking and to your beliefs and to your determination of not being unhappy, to your determination of not living like a loser, but living like the best version of yourself, the happiest, the strongest. Strong. I would rather be strong than kind, really, because when I'm kind, everyone can use me. When I'm strong, I decide towards whom I'm kind. But no one will tell you this. It's like secret knowledge. And it's endless topic, because there are no limits to this happiness level and dimensions of happiness which you can achieve. But you have to start somewhere. If you always felt that it is your way, it's time to start. And I'm here for you. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Any comments, feedback, feel free to write. And see you soon. And what else I can add? And yeah, obviously it was Airagis. And yeah, let's go ahead.